What's up, guys? Pastor Rob here, back with another reaction video. As usual, I have my son Gage.
What's up?
And as usual, we're going to be reacting to a song requested by you guys in the comment section of our videos. Now, keep in mind, this is not an endorsement of the song, the artist, or the genre as a whole, but an attempt to create discussion and encourage discernment while listening to music. To learn more about us, visit PastorRobReacts.com. Also, visit our sponsor, Fallen by Nature Christian Streetwear at fallenbynature.com. Get you a shirt over there. And if you like what we do, make sure you like, subscribe, and consider supporting us at Patreon. We have a link to all that stuff down in the description of this video. This song is going to be a song that has been requested numerous times for the last several years.
Yep.
And we're just now getting to it. Only for no reason, just because other things ended up in front of it. There's no real order to this thing. We just
just kind of random.
Yeah,
but pick a name out of a hat.
That's
basically.
right. We just however we feel that day. But it's always influenced by your comments. So please keep requesting videos. So we're doing the song Ghost Love Score. I almost said story.
Ghost Love Score by Nightwish.
Yeah, by Nightwish, which is apparently a very popular song.
Yeah, apparently a very popular band, but I've never listened to them before.
Yeah. What genre is this?
I don't know. I mean, I assume metal, and I think like a power metal, symphonic metal kind of thing, but I'm not sure.
So when you say symphonic metal, it means it's going to have orchestra, like a symphony.
Maybe. Something like that.
That'll be cool. And one of the things we do on this channel, too, is we're exploring the subgenres of heavy metal so we can check off whatever this thing turns out to be.
Yeah.
Maybe symphonic death metal.
We'll see.
Death metal? Did I say that's not death metal?
Completely wrong. Could be symphonic death metal. Don't know.
All right. Well, let's jump into it.
Yeah.
Symphonic death metal.
It's a thing.
Not surprised.
Yeah. Is this live?
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know we were listening to the live version.
Look at where the keys were. Look at that. Cool set.
Yeah. Neat. Cool.
They're having the time of their life, bro, on the front row of this thing.
Yeah.
Massive production. Nice little change up there. She sure can sing. Oh, that's cool. Who's this guy? Oh, I need my pen.
Did he show up late?
What's up, guys? I'm here. Amazing. Her voice.
Siren from the to me, sang my name, my Lord. Still I write my songs about the dream of mine, worth everything I may ever be. The child will be born.
I like the tempo of the drums.
The bass fits in there nice too.
First of them true loves, sitting on the shoulder of an angel without care for love
Well, there's the guy. Showed up late and brought it. What was the second finger on there for?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought he was gonna hit a high note, but
Maybe he muted the other string so he wouldn't hit it.
yeah, maybe.
What was that?
I don't know.
The horn.
Yeah, I forget what it's called. It reminds me of the Zelda 64 soundtrack. They use that instrument a lot.
The pan flute.
Something like that.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Could you imagine being there?
it seems pretty dope.
Oh, he's about to get down, isn't he?
I
He had to get off and take a break real quick.
Yeah.
The dramatic climax, crescendo.
That's cool.
Very nice. She's more animated now too, right?
Yeah. It's more energetic part of the song too, I feel like.
Man, she could sing.
There needs to be some screaming in there.
Here comes this guy with the gutturals.
That'd be awesome.
Wow. Her voice is powerful. Look, Raleigh. I like this.
Yeah, it's cool.
The Axl Rose dance move there. Wow. That's so, it's crazy. I want to start chanting. Yeah. That's cool. man. That was an experience.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It was cool. It was an experience. Yeah.
It really was. So when you said symphonic metal, I thought
That was symphonic metal for sure.
Well, I was thinking it was going to be terrible.
Me too. But it was actually pretty
It
good.
was great.
Yeah.
I was. What's that Christmas orchestra?
Oh, Carol of the Bells.
Yeah, they do that. Whatever that's.
Canon something, I think
don't
maybe.
know.
I don't know.
I was expecting that, which it did have that vibe a little bit.
A little bit.
But
I think that's just the
obviously
nature
Christmas.
of symphonic music.
Yeah. So, like, musically speaking, it moved a lot.
Yeah, there was a lot of different progressions there.
Yeah, I was quite impressed with all the change ups. Her vocals were like, they kind of went like through you.
Yeah, they were very powerful.
And they fit into the music as any good singer should, but
Yeah.
still it just carried the music so well. Everything was so it makes sense why it's called Ghost Love Score.
I didn't understand the name, and I didn't pay much attention to the lyrics either, actually. So that would be interesting.
Well, I
to
did.
take a
I've
look
got
at.
some notes here. So a score, for example, is music that accompanies a film. So it's Ghost Love Score, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
So it's like and really it's 10 minutes. It's like a little mini documentary about somebody's her, I don't know, whoever wrote the song, it's reflection on a past relationship of some kind that they've lost, whether it was death or breakup or whatever the case is. That relationship is now a ghost, metaphorically speaking.
yeah,
Lots of imagery in her vocals. I mean, in the lyrics, lots of fantasy to help paint this picture. In the music, kind of carried it all up until you saw that middle part where the
Yeah.
child will be born again and all that. There's this change where she started kind of having the rougher, growlier type voices.
true.
Voice, and the set change, fire, and all this other stuff started coming up. It was really the score to this ghost love story.
Yeah,
Right at the first lyrics, even. We used to swim the same moonlight waters, oceans away from the wakeful day. Again, you can see it's about, so there's this past tense used to. We used to swim in the moonlight waters, which I don't know, just paints this picture of a couple in love who are enjoying this time together and escape into some moonlit waters, romance.
yeah,
And I like the tie-in from moonlit waters, oceans, using that word as like distance, oceans away from the wakeful day. So I'm guessing the day they broke up, the day somebody died, something along those lines. Something happened there. And we know even the next line, scent of the sea, still using this imagery of water, before waking afterwards, brings me to thee into the blue memory. So smelling the sea, you know, like when you go to the beach, has that smell.
like salt, pretty much.
We live in Florida, we're kind of used to it, but
Yeah.
to some people,
No, it's funny. You get in like the areas kind of near the beach, like Melbourne, for instance. You can almost smell it, like even into town a little bit.
yeah, and those smells invoke memories, and that's what she's saying. Scent of the sea before waking, afterwards brings me to thee into the blue memory. So and it reminds me of this sad memory, whatever it is. I don't know the nature of what happened. All of this is, you use the siren from the deep came to me, sang my name, my longing. That's probably the lover. Like a siren would is like a mermaid, and it would. There was tales of them calling sailors into the sea. I don't know if they jumped ship or if the boat straight away, whatever it is.
Yeah.
There was myths about that. Still, I write my songs about that dream of mine, worth everything I may ever be. It's just still reminiscing. The child will be born again, kind of hoping to go back to this time of love. First of them, true lovers, singing on the shoulders of angels without a care for love and loss. Again, enjoying a beautiful relationship. She's wanting to go, or he's wanting to go back to that. Whoever wrote the lyrics, whoever the song's about. Take me, cure me, kill me, bring me home every way, every day, just another loop in the hangman's noose. take me, curse me every day. I keep on watching us sleep. This line here, relive the old sin of Adam and Eve, of you and me, forgive the adoring beast. So reliving the old sin of Adam and Eve as a biblical reference, it's an implication of doing something forbidden.
Yeah.
So maybe she's saying, let's reunite, let's relive this thing we shouldn't be doing, this forbidden relationship. I don't know if it's forbidden because of some other reason, or if it's forbidden in the sense that it's just a bad relationship in some way.
Yeah.
But it's forbidden in a poetic sense, because he says, relive the old sin of Adam and Eve, of you and me. See, compares the two.
Yeah.
This original sin, this forbidden sin, this eating of the fruit, doing this thing you're not supposed to be doing. And then it ties the two together by saying, forgive the adoring beast. Because again, the Satan was responsible for the fall. Maybe that's a reference to Satan's involvement in their relationship, or just, again, further painting this picture, which I think is good. I mean, I really think the song was good. I'm sure I missed something. I'm sure there's a lot more to it than what I could gather from it. But from a musical standpoint, absolutely fantastic. It really expressed the emotion of a broken relationship.
Yeah.
It really did. You could almost feel the pain. Like, you could see the people on the front row there. You could see kind of in their eyes.
Very emotional.
Yeah, that they were very emotional because this song touched them in some way, probably because they've had an issue, a breakup or something like that. And broken relationships can be tough on us. We know that.
Yeah.
We basically give our hearts to someone, and then they break it, and we lose them. And we lose a metaphorical piece of our heart. Like, our heart remains with that person, and to some extent, to some way, no matter how much time passes, you don't forget them. You don't forget the good times of love and joy. You don't forget the bad times and the pain you experienced from that breakup. In some relationships, we try to hang on to beyond this breaking point that the relationship should have ended. We're trying to maintain these toxic, and beyond romantic relationships, but even friendships, we're trying to hang on to these toxic relationships that we don't have any business hanging on to, because we're looking back at, sometimes, this is not all the time, but we look back at the times it was good. I want that again. We can be that again.
Yeah.
And you ignore that really majority of the relationship after the initial honeymoon phase, if you will, wore off. The rest has been terrible and toxic.
Yeah.
We've all experienced this. I've experienced it. It's pain. It's hard to explain until you've been through it. It's hard to understand it. A lot of times it's a result, at least in my life and a lot of people that I counsel, it's a result of a relationship not built on the Word of God. They don't have biblical foundations. Unfortunately, they follow the world system of lust equals love, and they find someone visually attractive and they pursue this relationship, and the relationship doesn't work out. And they're trying to figure out why none of my relationships ever work out. Well, you're basing it off looks rather than the biblical parameters. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, that's how our culture has conditioned us. We see it. It's just the way it is. Go score that girl. Go score this guy. Just be in a relationship. Well, girl, why are you single? Man, you ain't got no girl. Like, and you're pressured to be in these relationships. And all that does is set you up for failure. Serial dating, you know?
Yeah.
And then little pieces of your heart go to each person. Each person has a special moment and a memory with you, and it weighs you down, and it kind of, in some cases, really hurts that relationship that you're meant for, that you were designed for, because you're struggling with all that had happened to you. If you meet people who have been cheated on or abandoned in some way, and they treat their new spouses as if they are guilty of that. They're suspicious and they're afraid to get hurt. And this happens. And this song really did a good job of sort of explaining this sort of like, I'm stuck. I mean, I've had this beautiful relationship. I love it. Things have fallen apart for some reason. The relationship's ended. I can't have it anymore. And I desire it. I crave it. It's hurting me not to have it. Let's just jump back into it again. But it's not a good idea.
Yeah.
So in my heart, I'd love to offer a solution, some kind of platitude to heal somebody's heart. I mean, I know when I was hurting, I wish somebody could help me. But I always think of that Waylon Jennings song.
Which one?
It Should Be Easier Now.
Yeah.
So if you haven't heard that song, I'll put a link somewhere, probably up here. He's surprised that all of the common platitudes that he's learned aren't working. The worst part is over. I stood the test. It should be easier now. He keeps questioning, like, well, hold on.
But it's not.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not. And that song was a very important song for me during a difficult relationship, and it's true. I really identify with the song, and I understand it. Without all platitudes aside, one thing I can tell you: first of all, it's okay to hurt. It's okay to hurt. It's okay to be angry and confused. These are natural feelings. If you've been through a breakup, if you're watching this and you've suffered in that manner, everybody to some extent has, maybe not as deep as you have. I don't want to assume that I know exactly how you feel, but people do go through that. A lot of people do. And just know that your pain has a greater purpose. Actually, I have a really good quote from Desiring God here. Let me see. From Marshall Siegel. He's a staff writer for desiringgod.org and the author of Not Yet Married, The Pursuit of Joy in Singleness and Dating. Good book, by the way. He says, when we're left alone and feeling abandoned, it's really hard to believe anyone knows what we're going through. That may even be true of good-intentioned people around you. It is not true of Jesus. This Jesus came and was broken to give hope to the broken. A bruised reed he will not break, and a smoldering wick he will not quench until he brings justice to victory. And in his name, the Gentiles will have hope. Matthew 12:20-21. The joy is not knowing that Jesus had it hard. There's not too much comfort there. The joy is in knowing that the one who suffered in your place died and rose again to end suffering for his saints. God saved the world and defeated death through his suffering. And your suffering in the midst of your walk with Jesus, in this case, in a breakup, unites you to that victory, the greatest victory ever won. For those who hope in Jesus, all pain, unexpected cancer, unfair criticism, and unwanted breakup was given an expiration date and repurposed until then to unite us in love to our suffering Savior. That's a fantastic quote. Your pain has purpose. It's to unite you with your suffering Savior so you can share in the sufferings that he suffered, so you can have hope in what's to come, hope in heaven, that you can experience that victory in Jesus, that he defeated death and sin, and that all that will be washed away one day, and we will experience true joy and true love, because God is love. He's the very definition of love. We can love things, but we're not love. That is not an attribute that is just overwhelming that we would say that person's love.
Yeah.
God is love. So I hope that was somewhat helpful. Again, I don't think there's words to comfort people who are dealing with emotional, but there is support. And to know that other people suffer, and to know that Jesus suffered, and to know that there's a purpose for your suffering can help ease the pain and actually apply some hope to that suffering. At least it has for me.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, hit me up at rob@pastorrobreacts.com, as well as visit us on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I guess there's several more platforms these days, Parler and some of these other places.
Is that the new thing now?
Yeah, I went ahead and secured my name on all those, but I'm not using them. So if you want to follow me there, go ahead.
Yeah. Cool.
I prefer to be where the people are. That's Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah. Smart.
All right. Until the next video, may the light of the Lord continue to shine on you. Peace.
Peace.